the show on the live stream, who came in and he was very passionate about the.
Yeah, we could go ahead and end this conversation. My name is none of your business, by the way. You've been running away from my conversations this whole entire time like a bitch. So you can just go ahead and call me that, right? So at the end of the day, when
I had a guest on the show on the live stream.
Yeah. Oh man, fresh up out the sand, February 10. It's a boy, but I'm still the man. Come and get your mans. I don't know. First you caught their hands, then you took a stand. It's a joke, but you say you real. I don't understand. On the yacht, me and all the dogs, acting like some dogs. We evolved. Used to take vacation, man, Niagara Falls. Swear to God, shot to Buffalo, never ducking low. I don't stop, man, I'm stuck on goal. Always tug the road, fuck a op, make his body.
let's get started here. Let's get started here. So this bitch ass motherfucker, let me give my context to this bitch ass motherfucker. So I was, with me, I'm always about descendants of American slaves. I don't advocate for the African diaspora as a whole. I think that there's ways for us to interlock, right? But a chess piece is a chess piece, right? A chess piece is a chess piece, right? Their position matters, right? Their starting position matters, right? So you only have one bishop on white, you only have one bishop on black. You have rooks, they're identical, they can move to different places, but they start on either side and they determine whether or not you can castle on one side or the other and how you castle depending on whether or not you lose them. Alright? You may have a knight, you have two of them, they're identical, but then the fact that they're paired and what they can do from their starting positions in tandem with your pawns is completely different. Your pawns, even though they're pawns, set up a large amount of your opening as well as your defense, right? Position matters, alright? So for me, I can't advocate for African people from the African diaspora. I believe that this individual is not a descendant of American slaves. That's my own personal belief. I asked him directly that question, and he wasn't able to give me a solid, satisfactory answer. If I ask somebody, hey, are you a descendant of American slaves? The answer is yes or no, not not, you know what I'm saying, not, well, I was born here and yes, I believe, blah, no. While you're bigging up Nigerians, no. I personally believe he's either a Nigerian or a person of Caribbean descent. I still have to verify that. I don't know. That's my own personal belief. But I don't believe that he descends from American slaves. And the reason why I don't believe that is because no person, in my opinion, who is a descendant of American slaves in this country discounts racism, right? Unless you're completely ignorant of your own history, which sort of puts you into the category of an African or a person from the Caribbean, right? Because those are homogeneously black societies. So you're not seeing the effects directly of racism. Racism does exist. There is a racial or tribal caste system. There's a tribal hierarchy, and there's outside influence from the lingering effects of colonialism, both in Africa and in the Caribbean, right? So your direction or your association with white supremacy and institutional racism is different. You don't see, the people who are doling out the racism and white supremacy or affecting those foreign policies in your domestic environment are not direct. You're not seeing a white person tell you what to do, right? But there's a white bank, for instance, who's loaning the government crap tons of money, who may have the ability to dictate social orders and laws that are acceptable in that society, right? That may stratify you on a racial or tribal level, right? Or coloristic level like they do in Jamaica and parts of the Caribbean, right? So no descendant of American slaves that I know of is going to sit up there and say, no black man is going to sit up there and say, oh, racism doesn't exist, or white supremacy isn't that important, right? All you got to do is just pull. No. And if they are a descendant of American slaves and they are saying that, in my opinion, they're bootlicks. So this little bastard, in my opinion, is either A, an immigrant, B, an immigrant from Africa, specifically my estimation is Nigeria, an immigrant from the Caribbean, or if he is a descendant of American slaves, I would classify him in a bootlick category. But this whole entire interview, in my opinion, or my recollection of the interview is that, or not interview, not really an interview, it was more of a debate, but he was sort of not getting the picture. My main point was that Kevin Samuels and Dr. Umar aren't really on point, because Kevin Samuels is not bringing up the institutional racial reasons why, or racist reasons why, black women or descendants of American slave women are the way they are. Nor is he factoring in white supremacy in men's ability to fit themselves into an alpha beta category. Alpha beta being sort of allowing yourself to be filed in a simplistic view of a hypergamous woman, right? It just so happens that an alpha male happens to have everything that a hypergamous woman wants, and a beta male just so happens to have nothing that a hypergamous woman wants. So it's sort of like people who use those terms want to think of themselves as MGTOW, but they're filing themselves in a basic AB stratification that's based on a hypergamous woman's viewpoint of a man, right? It's stupid. But anyways, he was giving off the vibes that he is a Kevin Samuels guy. He's on the Coke side of Pepsi versus Coke. I was also saying that Dr. Umar was not qualified to speak on that either. He was mostly doing a Hotep Derek Jackson impersonation because of the exact same reason. As a Pan-Africanist, he cannot specify or drill down to the legacy of white supremacy for descendants of American slaves. What you would prescribe for women who are coming from a traditional African background, to women who come from a traditional Caribbean background, to women that come from a descendancy of American slavery, are completely different. Most likely the African woman is going to be married, right? She's going to have that as a value system already, even if she's unmarried, right? Same sort of thing with a Caribbean woman, but to a certain extent they may have worse viewpoints on single parenting, but in their situation is different because they have such a large family structure of not necessarily wealthy people, but of median wealth, that they feel as though they can get by without a man, right? And that may be a part of their culture that they need to rectify on their own, right? But the legacy of single parent households for descendants of American slaves, especially within the same country that legacy springs from, right? We're not talking about the exportation of single family homes as a means of destabilizing black, meaning the wider black diaspora. We're talking about the legacy of and policies of the American society. So for instance, when you have welfare systems that specifically say we're only going to give you benefits if a man is not in the home, right? Or do a two-step process to that where they on the one side criminalize and go after and target through mass incarceration with the justification of the war, quote unquote, on drugs. The war on heroin is still is yet to kick off, but they jail the man, and once he has a criminal record and they're unmarried, and typically they're unmarried because there's not a lot of wealth between them to functionally get married. Then they say, well, yeah, but also he has a criminal record. You can't have a person with a criminal record in your household either. So either the man, but what it comes out to be is the man can't be in the house. So in order for you either get these government tokens and handouts, right? Or you allow a father figure into the home, right? You allow the father of the children into the home and stabilize your family on the government's dime, right? Clearly, the destabilization in that regard, when you're talking about the breakup of the family structure, has a racial component that this individual is ignoring purposefully in his support of Kevin Samuels and the sort of, all they look at him, in my opinion, a person like him is looking at Kevin Samuels as a means of expanding his market base, right? If Kevin Samuels can clear the forest and plant the first crops, then maybe a person like this individual can sort of expand his small little base and get grift money off of black pain in the same way as Kevin Samuels. So what I'm going to do something extremely simple. I'm going to show a video, and I'm going to ask a very basic question. All right? So hold on one second. Let me cue up the video, and I'll be right back. So I'm just going to let this play, because this is who the Poor Man's Podcast thinks all black men should follow. I'm going to let this play. It's going to be 11 minutes and 53 seconds. You're not going to hear a peep out of me. I'm going to be laughing in the background. I'm going to be wincing in disgust in the background. But I'm just going to let it play. And the next time you hear Kevin Samuels come out of the Poor Man's Podcast ever again, this is who he supports.
Yeah. Who knew? What's going on, folks? Down here at the shops. Yes. Down here at the shops, decided to get out. Now, last night it was 90 degrees, right? What's going on? It was 90 degrees last night, and it's 70 now. But you gotta keep your cool no matter what. But this is what we're doing. We're getting gelato. That's what I call a light dinner.
Here you go, sir.
Right.
Enjoy.
Uh-huh. Call this a light dinner, man. This ought to be interesting. Then we're gonna go upstairs and kind of hang out. That's what we're gonna do. So, great. Tear that up. Who knew? So, Suit Saturday, who took advantage? If you took advantage of Suit Saturday, let me know.
If I may, complimentary for you to enjoy. It's a raspberry macaron.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy that.
I get free shit everywhere I go. Told you, man. Hi. Say hi. Say hi. I don't know if they got you. Did they get you? There you go. All right, they're cute. See? If you smile where you go, people tend to be nice to you. Who knew, right? Who knew? Guys, who's that? Jim? What's going on, Jim? So, if you didn't get a chance to go out on Suit Saturday, are you going to get out? Are you going to get out and go to Patio Sunday?
Who are you? Are you famous?
I'm not famous. I'm just a
Not
guy.
famous. Okay, let me see you.
Just a guy.
You're just a guy. Impossible. We're doing a live. I see. How many?
Come on.
Okay, 15.
You go to
Already
YouTube.
15.
There are more people on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So there we go. We're on Instagram.
Come on.
Hi.
Hello. Olá. Boa noite do Brasil.
From Brazil?
Brasil.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. A lot of these guys on YouTube are going over to Brazil because
I like your glasses.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Excuse me. And now,
It's good to be the king.
I look good.
Yeah, you do.
Who looks better?
It's good to be the king.
I paused it for 1 second. I just want you to notice that he has a nose ring in as well. I just want you to notice that as well, that he has a nose ring. So this whole entire time he's been speaking with a straight face with a nose ring in. Just keep that in mind.
I look good.
Yeah, you do.
Who looks better?
They're gonna say you. I mean, of course, it's a bunch of guys. You wanna try them on?
She already tried.
Oh, she's selfish, right? Like a keeper.
She's on a diet. What do you have?
I don't know. Passion fruit,
Passion fruit?
mango.
You are healthy.
Yeah. So
I
you,
have some coconut and chocolate stuff.
you like those? See? Look good. Frames, fragrance, and footwear. Always take care. Where are you guys going after this?
Sorry?
You going upstairs?
Yeah, we've been up there. We were there
Okay.
at Gibson Kitchen.
yeah.
Now we're going to the Regent.
Regent?
Some, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not from here, so.
So we
Where
are
are you from?
Yes.
New York.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I'm gonna put you on there. Believe it or not, I'm from Oklahoma.
right. You're so stylish.
Yeah, you are. We're from New York.
No, but I lived in New York for a minute. But hey, what are you gonna do? So the Regent, is that a cocktail?
It's like 3 minutes from
3 minutes?
Yeah.
What time does it close?
I think it goes later than the Gibson Kitchen.
Okay.
Hello.
Then I may need to go there because looks like things.
Gibson Kitchen.
Okay.
Hello.
Then I may need to go there.
The Gibson Kitchen.
Okay.
Hello.
Then I may need to go there because looks like things are gonna close up there in a minute.
Just take a look there.
Yeah.
It's very crowded.
Yeah,
Like it so
it's
much?
really good.
Yeah, we
It's really good.
had a great dinner there.
But
But now we are looking for some drinks.
Something else.
Something else.
what? Something else like what?
Fun.
Fun. More drinks.
They're looking for fun.
Drinks.
I'll be talking to you guys later. I'll be talking to you guys later.
Drinks.
I'll be talking to you guys later. I may see you guys over there.
Yeah, okay.
Your first name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Andresa.
Andresa.
Yeah.
Stephanie and Andresa. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
See
meet
you.
you. Nice
Say
to
bye,
meet
bye,
you.
bye.
Bye. Howard.
See you, bye bye. Who knew? Yes, time to go to Brazil, right? Yeah, that's what everybody do. They're like, let's go to Brazil. Killing it. Nice to meet you. See you later.
Joint pain, swelling, tenderness.
My psoriasis. Cosentix works on all of this.
It's been like that all weekend. It's the soup, man. I'm telling you, it's been like that all. I mean, I guess the guys here must be just on extra stupid. I mean, okay, I'm not bullshitting. It has been that way all weekend. Everywhere you go, it's like, hey, how you doing? You guys thought C Boogie was kidding, huh? It's official. You're moving to Atlanta? Yeah, man. Apparently, brothers don't really dress up or do anything down here.
I can't. I was gonna let it go. But I can't. He got them fucking glasses that clearly are for an old woman on his goddamn face. He got a nose ring in. This nigga is eating ice cream. Oh Lord, the way he eating ice cream and smiling. Oh Lord, he is sweeter than that cup of ice cream. Honestly, the Louis Vuitton fanny pack he got going. I have no idea why. Then you are unable to check a bitch. You got okay. I don't give a fuck what bitch it is. You ain't coming and taking off. First of all, if I'm doing something, you ain't just busting up in the middle of what I'm fucking doing, right? This is the motherfucker who got all the smoke for the black women who makes content off of quote unquote checking black women, and two white chicks, white Latinos, come up in his damn thing and just take over his shit. They bust up in the middle of his shit. He don't say a goddamn thing. They're clearly hypergamous, you know what I'm saying, clout chasers, right? Because they assume that he's famous, right? He's trying to convert their clout chasing hypergamous energy as sexual energy when it's not, right? He didn't get their phone number in any way, shape, fashion, or form, because then that would be kind of obvious. Then it would be like, oh, you want our phone number? No, I'm not going to give you I'm not going to give you my phone number, right? It would have been obvious that they are not interested in him sexually had he engaged them directly, right? That's what I'm saying. Okay. So first of all, a chick couldn't approach me like that. I don't give a damn whether or not she's trying to give me her peace leave or not, to use a phrase from that bastard Coach Greg Adams, right? I don't give a damn if she's trying to give me her peace leave or not. That's not something that I'm gonna be tolerant of. Like, don't touch my shit. Don't run up in my shit when I'm doing something. Bitch, back up. Give me 50 feet type shit. Like, I don't need you type shit. And I'm not gonna make my post all about you. Then she grabs his personal items off his face without him saying a goddamn word. Again, you got all this smoke for black women, but a white chick runs up on you, a white chick who speaks Portuguese, a white Latino, runs up on you, and all of a sudden you have nothing to say? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. This is who you think is a better example for this nose ring having what? Let me show you who this guy reminds me of.
Because the brothers are...
Hold on. There you go. Joan Rivers. Now, if I told you that he stole these glasses... Well, we'll get to that mess in a second. That he stole these glasses from Joan Rivers, would you believe me? Like, I'm sorry. Y'all see this with y'all own goddamn eyes. Y'all see this with y'all own goddamn eyes. Y'all see this with y'all own goddamn eyes. I swear to you, I can't make this shit up. Listen, I'm gonna have to go to a personal story. So there was a dude that was like gay as fuck, right? With my ex-wife, unfortunately, when we were dating, she would like be around this dude, and I wouldn't give two jack diddly shit. She could have had sex with this dude. She could have did whatever the hell she wanted to with this dude. It wouldn't have mattered to me because that guy was fruitier than a motherfucker to me. Everybody who knows me knows exactly who I'm talking about. This dude was like the trainer for female steppers, right? The trainer for female steppers. Like, this dude was obviously a member of the LGBTQ community, right? It was one of those things where it's like, if you are that desperate for peeing, I don't give a flying fuck that you around this dude. You with who? I don't give a fuck. Like, you want glitter all up in your cooch from him, from Trent? Go do what you. It don't matter. If that's what you believe, she would be like, oh, he ain't gay. He ain't gay. Okay, all right. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck. I'm not worried. I may be stressing over this dude, over that dude, I ain't stressing over him. You want to be. I ain't stressing over him. I refuse. It was one of those type of situations. Like, I use my 2 eyes. And I'll be damned if I lose an inch of sleep or have any one argument over this dude. You want to be with this dude? Okay, no problem. Be with him. I don't give a fuck. That's what I see when I see this right here. Y'all got 2 motherfucking eyes. Y'all see this man. This nose ring having man in front of you. You see, back up. 657. We're gonna see this nose ring. We're gonna see this nose ring, and we're gonna pause. Y'all see this nose ring?
Yes.
Y'all see this nose ring? If I told you he was Nene's hair stylist from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all be like, oh, okay, cool. That's Nene's new stylist from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing different. Right? Y'all see this with y'all own motherfucking eyes. Okay? And this is who the Poor Man's Podcast, regardless of all of the violations of any sort of tenets of Red Pill or MGTOW that actually transpired here, right? Where he tried to translate that energy that was really hypergamous, fame-seeking energy, and then basically like just in general, that's all it was, hypergamous fame-seeking energy. It was no real sexual energy, right? He asked them where they were going. That doesn't imply that you actually gonna fuck them. Like, and not only that, but they wouldn't have ran up on a guy who they knew was heterosexual in such a manner, because even if there's a language barrier between them, they would know that that's sending signals that, hey, they want to have sex if the guy was actually heterosexual. So they felt comfortable doing that because they got 2 eyes too, and they were looking at this guy like, oh, he's one of us. We can actually just run up on him and it's not going to turn into anything sexual, right? Because he doesn't seem like he wants us sexually. But then after, he tries to send all these little signals into the camera like, oh, they really must have wanted me.
Kill him. Nice to meet you. See you later.
Nigga, they don't want you. What the fuck? They don't want you. And it would have been proven that they don't want you had you really stepped up and been like, oh, okay, so let me get your number. Okay, all these choosing signals, let me get your number. Where y'all going at? Let me meet up with y'all later. Right? No, y'all going over there, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I might see you somewhere. No, give me your fucking number. What's up? You. Had he done that, he knows that the response would have been like, ha, 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 no. Oh, no, we don't give out our numbers, ha, ha, ha. He would have got rejected right then because they didn't see him like that. Right? Oh, God. I'm going to try to let this finish. I'm going to try. But then he trying to go into like, well, y'all don't dress what? He trying to automatically turn this situation where there's really no sexual energy, right? There was just hypergamous violations of his personal space and personal property that he did not put in check like he would a black woman, right? That's all that really was, that he's trying to repackage as they were sending choosing signals. Well, if they were sending choosing signals and you single, you should have easily been able to get them numbers and fuck the shit out of them. Okay? You should have easily been able to get their numbers and fuck the shit out of them same night. Same night, bruh. Same night. Okay? With your nose ring. Oh, Lord. This dude got a nose ring with, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm going to let it finish. I'm going to try to let it finish. I'm going to try. But this is Poor Man Podcast. I'll get to it.
Huh. It's official. You're moving to Atlanta? Yeah, man. Apparently, brothers don't really dress up or do anything down here. Because the brothers are... Could you imagine what it would be like if you actually put on a suit and came down here all the time? It's like, are you famous? Are you famous? They weren't here for Freaknik, bro. Those chicks were from Brazil. Thought I was from New York. Huh. Are you from New York? That's classic. We got to put that on YouTube, right? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. I swear to God. I'm changing my wardrobe. See, you guys thought I was kidding. I'm telling you.
I'm trying. But no grown-ass man is eating no goddamn ice cream on camera with the little spoon. I'm sorry, we changing to the fucking white spoon. We changing to the big spoon. You ain't catching me on camera as a grown-ass man in a fucking ice cream shop eating ice cream with the small spoon. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. You hear me? Do you hear me? It ain't happening. Okay? The way he eating this ice cream, boy, boy. Oh, Lord. But Poor Man Podcast. He all up. You know what?
I'm down at the shops at Buckhead in Atlanta. Hello. Shop here. The shops at Buckhead. I'm just in here, a little gelato place, grabbing something. I'm gonna tell you, down here, there's just been packs of roving women. If I had my camera on, you wouldn't believe it. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. If I had my camera on, you guys would think women like the fact that I'm eating healthy. Yeah, man, this is my dinner. I'm having a light snack. Gelato. And so last night I said the manager bought my dinner. Kind of cool, man. This is why I always say be nice to people. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to go upstairs, and then from upstairs, then see what's going on up there, and then I guess I'll go over to the cocktail place. I don't know where I'm at. I'm not from here. You too, buddy. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. What's going on, Greg? I was your homegirl at Neiman Marcus. What's her name? Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I gotta go try that. Oh, the door is locked?
It was locked.
It was locked? Go ahead.
Thank you.
Is it open?
Big Boss decided to close earlier.
Oh, time to leave?
No, please enjoy it.
Okay.
Enjoy it as much as you want.
Okay, well. Okay, well, I don't want to have you people tied up. I'm going to go ahead and eat this and leave. Okay. Leave record.
My apologies, sir. Please feel free to enjoy it for as long as you like. We're still here for another hour.
Okay.
We're just not accepting any more guests.
All right.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Hold on, guys. Turn it back around. Sorry about that. Wow. So, we're going to go upstairs in a minute and hang out. It's kind of dark up there, though. So, you're right. Go hang. Okay, so when I was talking about places to hang out any place where they have valet parking and sorbet. Especially in the summertime. Women love ice cream.
A man accused by DJ Envy of hanging outside the Hermes store in order to hustle up business for his image consulting business is trying to tell men to hang outside of any place with valet parking and gelatos. I guess if you want to panhandle for some pussy, like he is accused of panhandling for business, I guess that would be very good sound advice from an expert in that field. But I'm trying to let this finish. I am trying. Okay? What the fuck?
Okay. Give me a few minutes and I'll be back. Who knew? The 3F Club, right? Frames, fragrance, and footwear. I hope this stream saves. But okay. Check you in a minute, guys. Peace out.
And I have one question for you, Poor Man Podcast. I have one question for you. One. After watching that horrible video with your own eyes, I have one question for you, my friend. Actually, I don't have a question for you. We have real life reaction of Poor Man Podcast watching Kevin Samuels have his reputation murdered with this video right here, which speaks clearly for itself. We actually have exclusive content of me exposing Kevin Samuels and Poor Man Podcast reacting. Hold up 1 second. Let me cue up that video and we'll be right back, okay?